Hello again, YouTube. This is The Truth, man, giving you the truth. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. And I try not to cuss on here because no matter what you're saying, when you cuss every other word, that's really unprofessional, for one. For two, it shows a lack of spiritual fortitude. Because the reason why I say spiritual fortitude is because when you cuss every word, what you're really saying is you can't get your words out without what has been deemed by definition as filthy communication. And before we get into the subject matter, disclaimer. Let me just say this. And this is part of. A lot of people are throwing this bum term around. I already defined to y'all what bum is. If you don't agree with my definition, then go look up the actual definition of the word bum for yourself and tell me if I'm wrong or not. Because I normally hear this word when people are offended at the disagreement that they have with another individual. Because really, this YouTube, we really don't know each other like that. We don't know what's in each other's bank account. We just go by what we see, which is ignorant anyway, because when it comes to certain things, you can't go by what you see. Because what you see ain't gonna be good enough. You gotta go by what you know. And so, me going by what I know, I could care less about blacks uniting with other blacks. Stay here, don't wait, I'm gonna explain it to you. And I could care less about who's racist. And I could care less about white supremacy. Now let's break it down. Will I unite with blacks? Yes, if they unite with me. If I see the characteristics of people that I want to be with, in terms of brotherhood and sisterhood, absolutely. Will I limit myself with them or box myself in? Hell no. Why? Because I've been betrayed and disrespected too many times to be that fool. I ain't that fool. Now, do I care who's racist? No. Why? Because it doesn't matter. What matters is what the Most High thinks and what I think. Not who's racist. You know, because some things they could try to deny you, but it's a way to get everything. They don't have that much power, because all it takes is the Most High to look at them, frown on them, and you're going to have everything they try to stop you from having. That's just the way it works. Do I care about white supremacy? No. Listen, I don't need them to like me. They're not supreme. If they were supreme, then all these little, this virus, that virus, this thing, blah, 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 blah. They got all the power, practically. That's just a fact. They got almost all the power all over the world. And the world is in shambles. So what's supreme about them? Now, let's get into this subject, which goes hand in hand with what I'm talking about, Isaiah 4:1. And it's based on a lot of things about kind of like what I've been hearing in YouTube streets. Can't lie. I can't lie about it. Can't lie about it. It's going to be a compilation of responses to things I'm hearing on YouTube. And I told y'all I'll be everywhere. Told y'all. Isaiah 4:1 says, in that day, 7 women will take hold of one man, said, we will eat our own food, wear our own clothes, only let us be called by your name, take away our disgrace. What's the disgrace? No matter what you think about submission, unsubmissive women are disgraceful. There's nothing graceful about them. The word disgrace means lack of grace. It means the opposite of grace. A person that's not submissive It's not graceful. What did the Bible say about the Messiah? It said he was meek. What is meek? Humble and submissive all in one. It's like a mixture of humility and submission. So when the Bible calls him meek, that's what it's talking about. Now, I'm no matrix. I spot hypocrisy, man. I don't have no biases. Hypocrisy is hypocrisy, no matter what color that person's skin is, no matter what kind of hair they got, no matter what struggles they have. Listen, man, I don't want to hear nothing about no plantations. I don't want to hear nothing about no plantation. Because anybody try to put me on one, we gonna fight to the death. That's number one. That's over and done with. That's in the past. Number two is when my ancestors, which I'm not just being disrespectful towards them, but I'm finna tell you the truth. When my ancestors were freed from slavery, what did they do that benefited me financially? We can even go to the more recent. And I respect and love the bloodline that I come from. But at the same time, I ain't that fool. I'm just not. I don't want to hear about nothing from, unless you're talking about Black Wall Street or you talking about how they did things that worked. I don't want to hear about none of that. I don't want to hear about plantations. I don't want to hear about how the slave was treated. You got one dude on here, he don't believe in nothing, but yeah, he trying to prove everything. You got another dude who he's like the kid who you can't play with his basketball if he not playing. There's plenty of them. I'm not buying what y'all selling because most of the people that talk that stuff, it's all about them. And then you have white people that are cool. You have white people that are respectable. You have a lot that ain't, but you got some that are. And that's across every race. So this way you gonna see every color. You gonna see people being judged by what they're doing right now. Y'all be having a problem with white people that they name be Nabowski or something. What black people you know with that name? They ain't had no plantation. But then you have the other whites who think they're supreme. I don't like y'all either. So the group that I'm gonna deal with going forward in my ministry on YouTube are the people who are genuine, the people who are accurate, the people who are knowledgeable, the people who are wise. It don't matter what color you are. I'm not boxing myself in with nobody. I'm not gonna hate myself and go against blacks. I'm not gonna hate white people because of the past. I'm just not. And I guarantee you the FBI watch me more than some of y'all. I guarantee you they do. Because what they fear the most is unity. That's what they fear the most. That's why I can't even come on here and just break down my plan. I can't. They ain't worried about y'all little at each other's throats, trying to sound, well, we're going to build this, we're going to build this, we're going to build that, we're going to build this, we're going to build that. Yeah, I criticized Deion Sanders because Deion Sanders needed to be criticized, but then I came back and I didn't hold a grudge against him while I was criticizing him, and I saw his character. When you look at how the man deal with his kids, how could you root against him? I went to Jackson State. I remember when the power went out and they gave us that old tasting juice. How many of y'all was there? I know somebody go see this video that was there in 90. What year did that happen? It was 90. I was there between 93 and 95. And we had panty raid. We went crazy. We had a lot of fun. Then we came to the cafeteria the next day and we was sad. You could see the bones of people's neck, head just to the ground. Say the power out, man. That's all we could do. That ain't all you could do. Because we had just had that meat and that juice a couple days before that. So, I mean, when I look at things from a roundabout perspective. I try to be level-headed. I try to look at every aspect of these things. You'll never see me stand in the way of black people just doing work. And I'm sure I'm gonna give something eventually, but I'm not gonna box myself in because there's too many traitors, there's too many psychopaths, there's too many terrorists in the black community. Yeah, I said the T word. Well, look up the definition. It don't go against community guidelines. Look up the definition of that T word, and when you look at it, you think of what's going on. Guns, gun violence, car theft, burglaries. They are destroying their own communities. But I'm still not against them. I'm just not boxing myself in. And with that being said, let's get to the title of this video. Don't ask for submission no more. Deal with women who get with your program. If they don't, dump them. Leave them. Stop talking to them. Stop trying to be friends with them. If you can't find nothing but a white girl that's gonna get with your program, what should you do? What's the intelligent thing to do? You say don't get with nobody. Come on, man. If you can't find nobody but a Latino, just see, when I think of the people I like, I see people from all different races. When I think of the people I don't like, I see people from all different races. That's just the way it is. That's just the fact. So you could work with people from all different races, or you could box yourself in. Which one will you have the most success? I rest my case. We not gonna turn a blind eye towards racism, but we ain't gonna worry about it when we don't care who racist. Racism ain't gonna stop us. Then people, this is what they do. Oh, you did it. I'm gonna dox them. Yep, you dox me. I'm sure you're gonna find something. I'm pretty sure of it. Then what? When you can't stop me, then what? I've watched black dudes say things like, I'm finna body this dude on YouTube, talking about ending his career. You're done, this, that, and the other. And I watch the other people at times, I watch their channel still grow. Because motives when doing things are very important with the Most High and with the universe in general that He created. Your motive, if you do something out of arrogance, then what you want to happen, the opposite is going to happen. The opposite is going to happen. So, I mean, I've been betrayed by all different shades of blacks. I've been betrayed by whites. I've been betrayed by every group. Knowing this, why would I box myself in? Deal with the women who get with your program. All this talk, like Coach Greg called it chicken buck, Blah, 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 blah. Nigga this. Blah. Cuss. The only thing you were missing, you look, and some of y'all look like a rooster. Got the spike hair. Some of you. You cluck like a rooster. You sound like a woman who know how to argue will make eating a plate of dookie sound like a thing that desirable. But at the end of the day, there's more smart people gonna look at you and you gonna sound like the teacher on Charlie Brown. You gonna sound like a rooster. Only thing you missing is that little red thing that look like a pair of nuts. So, talk. Talk all you want. But at the end of the day, there is what you say and the truth. And sometimes what you say is not the truth. That's just all it is to it. All there is to it. They hate the Passport Brothers because the Passport Brothers is looking for something else. But the Passport Brothers, whether they simps or not, they can do whatever they want to do. Who can say that they wrong? You can say that they appear to be wrong, because to me, what's my take on it? My take on it is this locational simping. Like, they being over there what they don't want to be in the United States, and they putting a value on women who do the same things or worse. And then coming over here, like, all of the women over there are better than the ones over here. That's where they wrong. Because XX is XX. That's how I look at it. And so we ain't asking them to submit no more. We dumping the ones that don't submit. Because submission was never restricted to your economic status. Submission was never restricted to you on whether or not they think you're a leader. Man, listen, I'm gonna do a video on this tomorrow on this respect thing, because people need to stop lying. Women respect who they want. I'm gonna do a short today. I'm gonna break it down tomorrow. They respect who they want, and they don't always know how to choose. So here's the proof they don't know how to choose. The good guys, all you got to do is ask them to show you how the guy was that they was in love with, and to be 100% honest about it. Now, I guarantee you it'll be a lot of pookies in there. They don't know. And then the good guy, the respectable guy, they don't like him. I see this in real time. They don't like them. They want the bad guys. And then when they stuff, when you can fit your whole arm in they stuff, and it smell different, and it look different, and look like somebody was just punching on it, which they probably was, in a different way with their waist. And now they want the good guys. Why should the good guys take the worst girls? Why should the good guys take women who more concerned with being princesses than queens? It's no exceptions. You are required, unless you demonic, like I always say, you are required to submit. Period. Bottom line. So, when I hear some of the stuff that I've been hearing, it make me think of that soundbite with Coach Greg, the chicken butt. But it also made me think of the teacher on Charlie Brown. Womp, 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 womp. The angry black woman? That's not always just stereotype. But the other races are no better. They're no better. They're no worse. You go to them, some of them might submit a little longer or appear that way. But like I could tell you all the time, there's a thing that I call the interview phase. Why do it seem weird that the girls that appear to like you at first, they be seeming perfect? Y'all ever notice that? Like all the women that you meet and you like them, they seem perfect at first until you get to know them. Now they talking on the phone with other dudes, texting other dudes, sleeping with other dudes, in the car with other dudes, disrespecting you, denying you sex, not wanting to cook, not wanting to clean, not wanting to do this, not wanting to do that, wanting you to do this, wanting you to do that, wanting you to do everything. You be like, that's not what I remember in the beginning. But guess who was happening to? Everybody. That's why I say, me, I'm going to unite with those who show me respect. Any relationship can be broke. Any friendship can be broke. And I'm only dealing with women who own my program. And I'm showing no pity or mercy. You could talk about me like a dog. You could talk about how I look. You could talk about what you think you know. You could talk about me. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if you're not with my program, your days is numbered. I don't have time. That's just the way it's gonna be. And that's the way it should be with you guys, man. Why are you sympathizing with women who are pulling in opposite directions from you? You trying to argue with them and trying to get them to submit. And I know because I've done it, but I never do it again. I don't care. I don't care who you are. If you're not with my program, if you could be related to me in a different way, you're not with my program, I'm not going to waste too much time with you. I'm just not. And in relationship, you're not with my program, I'm not going, hey, you need to submit it. I'm not even doing that no more. That's over with. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning in. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping on Subjects channel. Of course, we will see you tomorrow with more videos. We're not going to go heavy on it, but we will be here with more. Thanks for watching.